Time for a little payback. The Contessa, having escaped us in the prison, is now hiding out in her castle estate. It's a well-fortified Gothic nightmare that would make any thief run in terror. Terrible or not, that's where we're headed. To sweeten the deal, we've learned that the Contessa, who until recently was a secret member of the Claw Gang, is in possession of the Clockwork Eyes. The Thieves Raccoonist describes the eyes stopping opponents dead in their tracks, transfixed in their gaze. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what an accomplished hypnotist could do with such powerful artifacts. News of the Contessa's corruption has spread to Interpol. Constable Neela, being closest to the case, was granted a cash allowance to hire an army of local mercenaries. It looks like we're walking into a full-scale war. But we have to act now, before things go from bad to worse.
Ah yes, Episode 5, A Tangled Web. The conclusion to the Contessa arc. First, let's go over to this.
Okay, here's the plan. First, take some recon photos around the area. Then make your way up to the re-education tower.
Looks pleasant enough.
Oh, and stay clear of tanks. You know, so you don't get blown up into little sticky pieces.
Thanks, Bentley. But yeah, as a kid, I don't really remember this map too terribly well, to be quite honest. I'd usually just kind of be mostly in and out, but I remember some of the missions. Now that we bought the paraglider, it's going to be a little easier to get around. Ow. And now you see why Bentley warned us of the tanks. Granted, you didn't really need to, but, you know, it was nice. But it's funny, like, the fact that, you know, Contessa's a Black Widow, Spider, obviously, was widowed because highly suggested that, you know, poisoned her husband, and that's how she got all that money. Allegedly. Allegedly. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, I honestly don't remember much about the level layout. But I do remember, like, the missions, at least a good portion of them. Whoop. There's one near the beginning that's pretty awesome, like, at least in, like, concept. And I'll try to remember to mention which one it is when it pops up. But right now, I'm trying to get some of these glue bottles. Hoo! And just like with with the first Prague map, because I think this is also in Prague. I was pretty spooked by this as a kid. I mean, of course, that was the point.
The Contessa's all geared up for war. Just our luck.
Jump over. Can I make it up? Haha, I did it. Ah, there's the blimp.
That's the blimp the Contessa used to escape from the prison. Maybe we could use it to our advantage around all these high towers. The Contessa has these boats out on patrol against Nayla's army. They could be useful to hitch a ride.
Alright, now I gotta head back and take a photo of Mila's headquarters. Oh! There's not enough room on here for both of us. I gotta say, I always liked the design of the werewolves. Or lichens. Well, lichen means like the same thing, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure what the distinction really is between werewolf and lichen. I think lichens are permanently humanoid wolves, while werewolves are the ones that shift. Oh, and there's this. Rest in peace, Rocket, who was, Rocket was Sucker Punch's first character that they ever made for an N64 game called Rocket Robot on Wheels. Or, rather, Robot on a Wheel, because it was a unicycle bot. It had one wheel. But, you know, it doesn't roll off the tongue quite as much as Robot on Wheels, plural. And there's something in a later mission that I can show you. Alright, let's climb up here. Grab this. As you can see, this is also kind of a more vertical map. But it's also, I think it feels more horizontal than the last one. Oh, okay. I forgot. To get a picture of the front door. Get pretty close.
Nayla's made a headquarters out of that old bank. It's a pretty secure location. It'll take some doing to drive her out. Okay, Sly. Head off to the the Clockwork Eyes.
It's pretty foreboding that even Bentley, like, takes pause for a second when saying re-education tower. It's like, yeah, this is not good news. And the music is appropriately very spooky. Oh, something I didn't mention about Matt Olson, the voice of Bentley. He's also a composer. Granted, not a composer for this game, but he is a composer as well as a voice actor. Most known for Bentley's voice, of course. But he appropriately gets that, like, nasally, nerdy kind of sound to his voice, while also not being too annoying, because you can easily mess a voice like that up. And of course, Kevin Miller just kills it as Sly. And Murray's voice actor, come on, brain. Why is my brain not working right now? I'll just say Murray's voice actor in this game is much improved. Like, in fact, this is probably his best voice work in the entire franchise. I hear another one. It's probably on the ledge above. Smash all those up so they don't come back. Okay. So the re-education tower is literally over there. Here, a clue bottle. There it is. I don't see one on the ledge below. Oh, I see one down there, though. 18. So I just need 11 more clue bottles. Ah, there's one. And I saw one up on this tower. There it is. Ah, here we go. It makes sense that this is vertically oriented, though, just because the Contessa is a spider. So, I mean, she would have no problem reaching point to point, unlike any of her, well, her, I'll say units, her guards. They can, like, we've seen the werewolves and things jump up to these perches. Did we already check out this entire area? It doesn't help that the statues respawn after a period of time. Not even a particularly long period of time. Alright, let's just go up there.
The door is locked from the inside. Try working your way around to the tower's window.
Alright, 7 more.
Bentley, there's more than just the clockwork eyes up here.
Why are you doing this? Neela! She set me up. I'm an honest cop.
Of course you are. I've read your psychological profile. I know that you're honest.
Then why are you doing this to me?
Because, dear, you're honest. You see, by chasing after Sly Cooper, you learned too much about the Claw Gang and its spice operation. It was only a matter of time before you figured out that I was a secret member. So, when Neela gave me a chance to put you in custody, I took it.
Coward. You're a disgrace to Interpol. I'll make it my life's work to destroy you.
Oh, I'm afraid your life, let alone your life's work, isn't going to last much longer. Once I integrate the clockwork eyes into this device, your life's work will be whatever I tell you.
I won't be brainwashed that easily.
Quite right. It won't be easy. Or painless. But I will reprogram your mind, and you will take the fall for me at Interpol. Now, just lay back and relax. Go to your happy place. And stay there forever.
I don't think they've seen you. Take a few photos and get out of there.
No, I've got to help Carmelita. She's in trouble here.
There's nothing you can do now. Get the recon photos and come back to the safe house. I swear, we'll find a way to help her.
It's nice that Bentley, is like, nah, after the first game, I understand that we're not gonna just let her be brainwashed.
That old terminal should be hardwired to the systems in this tower. We need to find a way to get it online. Interesting. Inspector Fox is restrained in an old Iron Tech 250. Crude, but effective.
Bentley, how do you know about that? Clockwork eyes.
The clockwork eyes. They seem to be routed through that control board. Get a shot of the console so I can decipher its make. Those are the Contessa's elite shadow guard. Tough is too sissy a word to describe those guys. That's a mind shuffler. I didn't think they were real. It's made of equal parts science and black magic. Indestructible to conventional weapons. All right, head back to the safe house and we'll get a plan together. The war between Neela and the Contessa has put the castle on high alert. To get at the clockwork eyes, we'll need to subtly manipulate this conflict to our advantage. Here's the plan. Murray, sneak into the castle and kidnap the head of security. I want to ask him a few questions. Meanwhile, Sly and I are going to get a little paranormal. I'll slip into the crypts beneath the castle and put together a bad mojo bomb. It should be enough to destroy the mind shuffler. Sly, you capture a few local ghosts and drop them into Neela's headquarters. Hopefully the near-death experience will inspire her to purchase more mercenary firepower. We've all got our assignments. Good luck.